Did you know your 12-year-old could get a hold of the Plan B pill and you would never even know about it? A clinic here in town is offering this service, and you won't believe what else we found in our year-long investigation. Good evening, everyone. I'm Lauren Ferrara.
And I'm Joe Cole. Thanks so much for being with us tonight. We have more on these controversial clinics and the Plan B pill in tonight's top story. In Colorado, state law allows children to seek reproductive health services without parental consent. A clinic here in Colorado Springs is a division of Children's Hospital Colorado in Aurora, and it offers these confidential services to 12 to 24-year-olds. The children can get IUDs, birth control pills, and the Plan B pill for free, and you as a parent would never know. Also, your tax dollars are helping to fund these clinics, including the one right here in Colorado Springs. Now, when we contacted Children's Hospital Colorado about these BC4U clinics, which stands for Birth Control for You, they declined actually to go on camera, but said they would answer our questions through email.
So BC4U is a totally free, confidential clinic. Every service we provide is free.
In 2009, Children's Hospital Colorado opened an adolescent family planning clinic. The hospital says the clinic's primary mission is to reduce unintended pregnancies in young women, and by law they can do so without parental consent.
This is a children's hospital. You can't have children without parents. Parents who have rights. Parents who want to be involved, especially with dangerous, life-changing events like getting pregnant.
This is a veteran physician on the staff of Children's Hospital. He asked us to conceal his identity.
These youngsters need protection. They need parental protection. Their brains are like jello.
Children's Hospital Colorado says it's very sensitive around the issue of confidentiality, and ultimately their greatest concern is the safety of young people. The hospital also says generally 13-year-olds come to the clinic with their mother or family member. When a child does come alone, Children's Hospital Colorado says they spend a lot of time talking about the purpose of their visit. They also ask the child if the parents know they are there, and if the parent is not aware, they discuss what it would be like to talk with their parent or guardian about the visit. The veteran staff doctor says that's not enough.
Even if no parents are in the picture, the teen's physician who knows the teenager should be part of the decision-making process.
Colorado law gives minors the option to not tell their parents about a visit to the doctor's office if it surrounds the topic of reproductive services like birth control. But at least when they go to the pediatrician's office, the parent receives a bill reflecting the visit. If they go to the clinic here in Colorado Springs, no bill is sent, and the parents never know.
Parents and family physicians are removed from any part of the equation.
We got in touch with Congressman Doug Lamborn about the clinics. He's been in opposition to the Plan B pill for years.
One of my biggest concerns is that parents are not being involved in these decisions. Parents need to be involved because they know their children better than anybody else, and they're responsible for their children.
Whether you agree or not with the law or what the clinic has to offer, you are partially paying for it. Children's Hospital Colorado says the clinic has two funding sources: Title X federal dollars and grant funding from the Colorado Family Planning Initiative.
I'm really concerned if there are any federal dollars involved, any dollars for that matter, because it leaves the parents out.
Partially government-funded, anonymous, no accountability clinic.
Children's Hospital Colorado says the funding pays for the free birth control, including the Plan B pill. A quick Google search of free birth control Colorado Springs brings you to the clinic's website, bc4u.org. Children's Hospital Colorado says the site serves as an educational resource for reproductive health, and it's often the first place a patient goes to get more information on how they can engage in safe sexual activity. When we found the site, the bottom of the page read, "A clinic dedicated to you if you're between the ages of 12 and 24.
How can we expect a teenager to have the mental ability or understanding about what's going on compared to a 25-year-old when they walk into the clinic?
When we clicked on the Lifestyle tab, we found a post that read, "Before you hit that, see us first," next to a photo of two half-naked teens. We also found a slideshow for 64 sexual positions. And when we clicked on the link to their Pinterest page, we found boards entitled "Before You Bump Uglies" and "Before You Knock Boots." Further clicking took us to an article entitled 8 Ways to Practice Safe Sexting. We called Children's Hospital Colorado to ask about what we found. We asked if they were comfortable with these messages being marketed to 12, 13, or 14-year-olds. Their reply, BC4U makes it a strong part of our practice to talk with young people about safe sexual behavior. When we asked about the 64 sex position slideshow, they answered, BC4U makes it a strong part of our practice to talk with young people about safe sexual behavior. We followed up asking, how does a slideshow of 64 sexual positions encourage young people to engage in safe sexual behavior? They never answered our question. Children's Hospital Colorado tells us the site is managed by the BC4U team and an outside marketing firm. Within 1 hour of our phone call, the majority of the links we questioned were removed. We asked if they removed the content because of our phone call. They replied, based on feedback from clinicians, clients, parents, and members of the public, website content is updated on a regular basis. The wording at the bottom of the page was changed to read, if you're under 25 instead of 12 to 24. Children's Hospital Colorado says they made those changes to reflect the fact that nearly all of the site's visitors are 15 or older, with the majority over 20. The hospital released the clinic's demographics to us from 2013. They show 64% of clients are over 20, 13% of their clients are 15 to 17-year-olds, and less than 1% are 13 to 14-year-olds. The last question we asked Children's Hospital Colorado surrounded the topic of complications after administering the Plan B pill or other birth control. Under Colorado law, a doctor must have parental permission to see a child for a health treatment such as an injury or cold or flu. An exception in the law covers reproductive services. So if a child has an allergic reaction to the pill and needs medical help, would they now need parental consent? Children's Hospital Colorado responded saying all adverse reactions are dealt with on a case-by-case basis by the healthcare provider, taking into consideration the confidentiality and privacy concerns of the patient. In accordance with state and federal law, minors have a right to consent to contraceptive services. Consent, by definition, includes nature of treatment, benefits, alternatives, risks, and complications. Additional doctors we spoke with outside Children's Hospital Colorado said, in their opinion, that's a loose interpretation of consent. Now, one thing Children's Hospital Colorado clinics will not do is perform abortions. They refer those patients to a clinic in Denver.